I could use that shotgun. was empty except for the projector. More games. Was the film a message waiting to be played?
In this temple of shadow and mist, there's a window in the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing, am I standing still, or running, or kneeling?
You're the one who's been calling me.
Indeed. I'm Tom Zane. Welcome to the House of Zane.
The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the hell?
Or maybe you look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker, a celebrated auteur.
I need answers. Why is Return so important? What?
Alan, you always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. You and me, Alan. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film. Sharing our life-altering visions, a melding of higher minds. Dreaming up our transcendental work of art. Here, in this room, 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 in this room.
It's Return, because we return.
And that is how the magic happened.
Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratch is...
Your wife is safe, back in the real New York. But Scratch is reaching for her through an overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Let the waves of your writing carry you there.
Hello?
They're all yours. If anyone asks, you were never here.
Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it.
The word whispers from the police
police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. Huh. How meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path.
Presence is out there. It's hunting me. Its spies are always watching. It's trying to catch me. I think it did more than once. It's stealing from me. Stealing my identity. It wants to be me. Replace me. Twisted version of me. Scratch. Mr. Scratch. It's slithering into the story. Once it's in the story, I have to use it to keep the story true. It got in. I have to make the story darker now. But that gives it power. That's bad. I don't want that. But I have no choice. It's an arms race. All right, now keep it together. Damn it. I'll be the first one to cross the finish line. I have to beat the devil at his own game.
I would start at the entrance lobby. The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective. An idea, clear as a vision, waited for me here.
So, you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
Uh-huh. You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate, spread across this hotel. The cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. We were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning. The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there. I needed to find the key. The troop were busy building their own Wicker Man, where they themselves would be sacrificed. The prop room had been changed from room 104 to room 225. It could not be opened on the side. I didn't have the key. The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play. That changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed.
Hey, Alan. How's the memory doing?
Sorry, who are you? Kidding. Good to see you, Tim.
You had me going.
Cozy place you got here.
You know, your disappearance from Bright Falls is still the only thing that folks talk about. Well, that and Deerfest. Is this where you ended up back in 2010?
You know about that?
I am the sheriff of Bright Falls. Or I was.
Are you related to Sarah Breaker? She was the sheriff of Bright Falls back in 2010.
Yeah, she's my cousin. I had a police sketch made of Door based on my dreams. I sent it around, and Sarah recognized the face from an old case file from the 80s. I moved out there to look into it and became sheriff after she left to join the feds.
So Deerfest is still a thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's bigger than ever. You know, I got zapped here right before it was about to happen.
Funny, me too. What was in the case file about Door?
Not a lot of details in it. A local man named Warland Door went missing near Cauldron Lake. Eyewitnesses claim he was struck by a bolt of lightning and just vanished. I never found any official records of a Warland Door living in town or anywhere. Another dead end.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began. Another vision, another idea.
Why set up a play in a hotel? Why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted hotel. Yes. That's a trope for a reason. I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch as the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that. This was dark, but the story had to be dark.
Helen Wake. Wake. Wake.
This was not the ritual murder site I was looking for. This had just been an appetizer before the main course.
Wake. There's nothing.
This was the devil's path up the staircase was draped in blood.
Wake.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play, and always in character.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
to murder her.
You again. I had to use the light hand to hide from the dark presence.
Made it. I made it.
The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker. The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
I've had enough of that freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions. Not letting us proper police take care of it.
This is our chance to make the powers that be happy. We'll be set for life. Part of the inner circle.
Well, amen to that, partner. I like it. And so the fraternity, the club, the word. Our dear friends with many names. The way I see it, he was a lone nut job. A junkie out of his mind on some fancy new designer drug.
Open and shut case. All we gotta do now is dump the evidence from room 108 in the usual place in the alley.
Alan Wake.
Why is that? Okay, well now it's working. Well, I've been muted this whole time. That's alright. Sometimes that just happens, and I really have no idea why. I mean, the commentary wasn't insane, but, you know. Man. There's that one time I was streaming, and the audio for the game was muted for like an hour and a half. And Switch was in here the whole time, and he's like, I thought you did it on purpose. And I'm like, why would I do that on purpose? So, you know, that's the struggles of streaming. When you're not 100% sure when something is going right or wrong, not a big deal. Well, yeah, you always got to question if it's, you know, if it's an intentional choice or not. But, no, that's okay. That's all right. I mean, the game, you know, is still going just fine, so. Honestly, I would have been more concerned if the game audio would have been muted. I think that would have been worse than my own commentary. So. Because at least there's a lot of stuff going on in the game. Did you get to see the drinking scene where they were partying and doing the whole thing? That was a lot of fun. That's probably why Fafa left right away. He's like, did I have you? That's so funny. Okay. So now I need to go do the climax. There it is. Yeah, Alan Wake and the other writer guy, Tom Zane, got just absolutely blasted and wrote a script, and they were just... It was a fun scene. Yeah, chat, I missed out on the... I had the mouse on screen, too. Yeah, it's starting off rough. Yeah, I saw the... Are they gonna kiss message after I looked on, I don't know, there's always random issues happening and they seem to compound, but hopefully we've got everything sorted out. A lot of water in here. You know, I think about it in video games all the time when someone's just like walking with just full shoes and socks in water, and it's like, that would drive me crazy. I would go insane if my socks were wet for that long. Lost on the shore between the forest and the ocean, the owl and the deer reflected in motion. In his room he'll hurt her, in hers he is caught. His story ends, her story does not. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Yeah. There is a scene in God of War Ragnarok where Boy, the son, Atreus, he's like, they literally have a conversation about this where he's like, Dad, my socks are wet. Can I get like a new pair of shoes sometimes? We keep walking through streams. And then Kratos is like, your feet will dry eventually. It's like, oh. So they are just super wet and they just walk around and dry off.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body.
That was definitely a developer thought the exact same thing. And I think, no, Kratos seems like the kind of guy that is not wearing socks. Even if he had full boots on, no socks. Get wrecked, nerd. But Dad, don't call me Dad. Not when you're being a little nerd.
It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You help me get closer to escaping.
Alright, so trapped. We have the clicker. We can...
That would be a really good tactic.
I destroyed the dark presence last time. You can help. You can find it. You must.
If I was a warrior, I mean, and a lot of the Spartans did go into battle nude. They get high in poppy seeds and run into battle nude, so that's,
I have to stop Scratch.
you know.
I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through.
What is going on with the internet?
It's the only way.
Or maybe it's just Reddit. Mm-hmm.
You can do that. You can write out...
There we go.
It lasted only for a moment. Like 2 planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me go deeper, closer to escape.
Atreus, you better bust that pussy, bitch.
Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
That's so stupid. All right. In a fancy hotel, find Alice, exit the hotel. Complete chapter, room 655. I feel like everything's just loading slow. Okay, well, I can't switch realities until I find a bathroom. The Atreus, you better bust that pussy, bitch. Or something else.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of Return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
Oh, I can't switch realities without a bathroom. Yes. Absolutely. Even with context, it's kind of weird. Not that this game isn't fully weird 100% all the way. Yeah, I'm still looking for a Switch 2. I have my pre-order in with Nintendo, but haven't heard anything back yet. I don't know if there's any game that I plan on streaming that I would be playing on Switch 2, but
set up for someone else.
I'm honestly, I mean, I'm excited for Mario Kart, but also I'm excited just to have, like, my Switch runs games like hot garbage. I got it, like, the year it released, and I never upgraded, because I'm like, well, you know, Switch 2 will eventually come out. Took a minute, but, you know, it did. Alright, Parliament Tower. Is there a place that I can... Where's the... Shift, ocean view. What the hell is a bathroom? Or does it just kick me out? I feel like that's what it normally does. It just kicks me out. Right, like Parliament Tower. That's it right there. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go. I'm definitely getting the bundle because, like, one, I want Mario Kart anyway. I like that they have that they have like the open exploration mode. I think that'll do a lot for me. I've seen some people say like, oh, the exploration mode isn't what I want, I just want to race. And then other people say like the exploration mode is like their favorite part of the game. So I think it's just like, well, do you just want to run around and grind on shit, or do you want to you know, do some other stuff? Yeah, if I don't end up getting the game right, or if I don't end up getting a Switch 2 right away, or whenever Nintendo emails me about the pre-order situation, I might pick up Donkey Kong Bonanza Blitz or whatever it's called. That game looks all right. It looks good. I guess I'm just tepidly excited for it. Oh, well, it does look like it's nighttime outside. Someone said it should be daytime, but... Oh, where's my car? Oh, wait, Cauldron Lake? Oh, yeah, that's where I wanted to go. Okay. Did I don't think I did any of the Cauldron Lake ones. Maybe I should have gotten everything before it turned nighttime. Yeah, I mean, I think that the music in most of the Mario Karts is pretty awesome. It's not really stuff that I would listen to. I guess it's not really stuff that I would like listen to outside of you know, like I downloaded the Kirby soundtracks and stuff, and like that's a lot of fun. But Mario Kart music, maybe if I was like driving, but also it's like it really hypes you up, so I don't know if it'd be a good idea to drive while listening to Mario Kart. Yeah, I mean, Kirby's music is like so good. It's really one of the best video game soundtracks ever, probably. Hey, Air Riders, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm excited also to do the upgrades, because is the Kirby... Oh man, I need to look some stuff up about the Switch too, but I know there's the Kirby DLC that's supposed to only exist on the Switch 2. Yeah, I'm excited for that. And I haven't picked up Tears of the Kingdom yet, and I'm only gonna play that on Switch 2 because I've seen people play Tears of the Kingdom and it runs at like, it looks horrible. Like it looks like the Switch cannot do it. Oh, what game did they announce? I downloaded the app, but I don't think I have notifications set up.
I'm not done here yet.
Oh, you have to do, okay. So I could go get the first three things. Splatoon Riders. Riders? I hardly know hers. Was there any other? I don't think there's any other area. I should just go deal with these three doll ones though. Is it? You know, let me just look it up. Oh, and it's for the Switch too. Okay. wondering. Okay, so there's not a lot of information.
So today.
Oh. Are you a Splatoon fan at all, Liddy? Because I have never played it from a distance. Yeah, I've never touched Splatoon. I know people really like those octopus girls a lot. Maybe too much. Maybe a little too much. That's interesting. I know a lot of people, or not a lot of people, some of the people that I have watched just want a Splatoon game that's like, they want like a full single player campaign instead of just having the multiplayer options, which, oh shit, can I not get there from here? Is there anything down here? Hey, it looks like there's a path. Yeah, they want like a full campaign, something that's more, I don't know. I think they're looking for something that's like 30 to 40 hours, which I've never played any of the games, so I can't say if that's an insane thing to ask for or not. I do find that to be one of the biggest complaints with Nintendo, that people will just be like, I want more game. Oh shit, I never put her stuff away. Shit, is there a... Oh, there is. Okay. Legend of Zelda. The Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That you could potentially have it. Yeah, I probably put 100 hour, or 100, probably put like 35 hours into Odyssey. That sounds... Oh wait, no, I don't want to be in the Witchfinder station. I want to be in the other one. God damn it. Well, while I'm over here, I can at least do the rhyme. Let's see. Wolf Doll and Hero Doll. Wolf Doll Tree. And Hero Doll Boat.
Right.
And then the Nintendo RPGs. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles is... That is a Nintendo game that is only on Nintendo, so... I'm trying to think if the Mario RPGs even get close to 40 hours. I don't think that they do. I think you could put 40 hours into the Thousand Year Door, but I don't. Xenoblade Chronicles is just Nintendo. All three of those games are only on Nintendo consoles. It's just like, and that's why, you know, same with the Fire Emblem, which is kind of funny as well to think about. Yeah, that's true. I feel like Boom Blocks is one of those things that if it had gotten more popular, it could have gotten more sequels, because that was like directed by Steven Spielberg. That's a very bizarre. You could definitely put 40 hours into Boom Blocks. That game is a lot more difficult than you would think that it would be. Yeah. Boom Blocks, yeah, it's directed, or it's like produced. Yeah. Boom Blocks Spielberg. What did Steven Spielberg have to do with this game? Yeah, it was his idea. Yep. Isn't that crazy? Also, that's a fact that I definitely know off the top of my head. Like, I really liked Boom Blocks, and it's a game that I want to... God, I want to play again, but I remember I'm like 30... I remember that I'm 31 years old, and I will get carpal tunnel. Crowdoll egg. Hero doll heart. I mean, I could probably pull it off. I mean, it's a lot just like playing Jenga. It's just you're really gotta be tight on it. And I don't think it's compatible with
Makes sense.
Motion Plus, if I remember right. So it makes it even more difficult. Okay. Shit is gonna jump right out at me. What the hell is that wolf?
Can never have too many charms.
Fuck! Man, took 2 bullets, didn't even get phased. There we go. Oh. Didn't drop anything though. Okay, what does that charm do? Increases hand flares, duration, and area of effect. Okay, I'll put that one away. Man, I don't know where the rest of the storage upgrades are. Hopefully they're soon, because this is getting a little stupid. Okay. Now... go back over here. How do I keep getting this lost? Probably because it's dark out.
This is ridiculous. Look at that. Another charm.
God, it's another coffee mug charm. You don't really lose that much by dying, so it seems like that would be I mean, I guess if you were on a more difficult mode, that would be worse. Miyamoto? Okay, and then this other one. Yeah, I suppose this is just information I could look up. I was gonna say I would watch a video essay on someone describing what's going on over at Nintendo and which team does what. But I'm pretty sure that's probably available on Wikipedia. Let's see, family of the Crow Doll solution, Crow Doll Sun. Yeah, their biggest franchise, ARMS. Very successful.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who make YouTube content, and it's just reciting Wikipedia, so... That would actually be kind of a funny YouTube channel, or like, at least like a series, where it's just somebody reading off Wikipedia. Like, you don't add in a single thing. It's all just fully reciting. But only if you did it with your own voice. It would not be funny because literally AI channels have just been doing that, I guess. Everything's ruined by AI. Scratch my idea. There's nothing funny about it. Nothing funny about it anymore. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you see a lot of the Reddit ones, man. It gets pretty silly. The one, man, there's people who are better at reading Reddit stories, and there's some people who are like god awful, and they really just shouldn't be doing it. And it's funny too, because you can just do research on the internet, you know? Like, it's really easy actually to find other sources, especially if you go into Wikipedia and look at the sources, you know, like, then you can get a better idea. I don't know, there's a lot of ways to do research. And I mean, all I hear nowadays is that kids, all they do is just go into ChatGPT and make their essays. So I feel like if you stole it off Wikipedia, you'd probably be doing more than a lot of new YouTubers. The movie was pretty good. Smash that button. Okay, so now I need to go. I just have to follow the path. All right, follow the path. Hard to know what path is what, but that's so embarrassing. I do try to only watch peeps on YouTube who are clearly putting in effort of some kind. which does make it. Oh, is this knocked down? Oh, man, I'm so lost. I think that's why a lot of people end up reviewing bad movies, because it's like describing what happens in, you know, like the Shawshank Redemption is just, it's not interesting at all. It's like everyone knows what happens in that movie. You don't just need to recite word from Wikipedia. And then John crawls through a bucket of shit and he escapes. And when he's in the rain, it symbolizes his freedom from an oppressive system that failed him. And then Morgan Freeman gets out of prison and he thinks he's going to kill himself, and then he doesn't, because John gave him hope, and that hope allows him to keep moving forward. And then they live happily ever after. Where's the car? Okay. How do I get to the car? Okay, this is all completely blocked off. Shit. Literally, my brain scooped up my thoughts and put them in video form. That's always great when you find someone when you find someone who discusses a topic that's so incredibly niche that like they make a video on it and it's like mental ecstasy. Yep. Man, there's a lot of things that I'm like, man, if I put in the effort, I could make this work. But also, to make a good YouTube video, you have to put in like 50 hours into it. And that's really hard. Because I made a couple YouTube videos. I made more YouTube shorts than full-on YouTube videos. But, like, even just making, like, a short video that I think is funny took me, like, 12 hours. And it ended up really bad. More than 12 hours. It ended up, I was doing research and filming and doing a whole bunch. And I refilmed and, like, man, it's tough. I gotta cut. Everyone's got to appreciate what YouTubers do, because most of the time they're doing it off of the money that they don't have. Although I do see a lot of YouTubers who were like homeschooled and had, you know, well off enough to do parents. And that part, I try not to get upset at it, but like, man, if my parents would have been functional and we would have had money and like I was able to express myself more, I would have just been making a YouTube video. I would have been like on the internet back at the when YouTube was booming, and I probably would be a millionaire by now. But I could be the other Drew Gooden, but you know what? Nope, because poverty.
Another cult box.
Oh God. Window Tornado Castle. Okay. Window Tornado Castle. Yeah, I made a couple videos with friends, and I really appreciate that time that I was able to do that. But I got them to do like the most basic stuff. It didn't end up being as involved as I wanted it to be. Yeah. That's really the toughest part. Oh my God. And there was a class I got to take that was basically like making short film style videos at the beginning of school, so that they would play on Fridays at the beginning of school, be like, oh, look what our students made. And all the other kids would really put in like no effort, and they made like just the lowest whatever, like exactly what you would expect. Like, here's us doing the cheers, or like we're making a video that's basically like a Vine. And I made a video that it was Friday the 13th inspired, and because that video class we got to film wherever and whenever inside the school, you got to basically use that as a pass to just be like, oh yeah, this is for the film studies. And I made a Friday the 13th one with my friends, and I remember I took one kid out of class, and I'm like, okay, Brandon, I'm gonna throw a trash can at you because it's supposed to be like you have really bad luck, and it's just gonna come out of nowhere. So just keep walking, pretend you don't see it, and then when you get hit, you know, we'll do that. And we just chucked like a full like school trash can. It was empty, just straight at him, like straight at his head. We did that, and then I had one of my friends who was already graduated come and drive up to the entrance of the school like super fast and grab him, like kidnap him because he had like a ski mask on, and throw him in the car and drive out. And like, man, they didn't show that video at the beginning of class, which I thought was fucking bullshit, and the teacher wouldn't give the footage to me either, but it was so funny. And then they reassigned us, or they were like, okay, now you have to switch groups. Everybody has to switch groups in the class on the second half of the semester. And I was just with guys who just didn't give a shit at all, and I just immediately just gave up, and I didn't do anything. And that is how you can tell that like creative people need other creative people. You cannot be with fucking lackluster people. That was actually like really hurtful when that happened, because I was having such a good time and then it just got taken away from me. Like, and what a bitch. I'm just thinking what a bitch she was. Fuck. Mrs. Burnside. That stupid bitch. Okay, what is it? It's supposed to be window, sandcastle. I don't know if I'm supposed to hit stuff or... Oh, papers. Some weird animal tried to break into our clubhouse. It was scary. Max hit it with a big stick and it ran away. I think it was Squirrel before. Our candy stash has gone missing. Maybe it was the squirrel. Max found candy wrappers in the woods. There was some big poops there. It wasn't the squirrel. Max has gone missing. Oh, God. Yeah, we didn't have an AV club at the school that I joined. But yeah, if we did, I probably could have ran it, honestly. But it just, yeah. Comics don't need actors. Yeah, absolutely. It's, that's like the YouTube video thing. It's like, well, it's easier to make YouTube videos. And then now I stream on Twitch, and I want to find the time and energy to do bigger stuff, but it just feels like it's with working full time, and yeah. Oh, it's too much. It's so much. Yeah, one day I did tell my wife that like when I'm 40, I'm gonna go full bore into making films as much as I possibly can. So that's my sort of promise to myself. So hopefully I live till 40.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Nice. His hair was longer than I remembered, blowing gently in the cool night breeze. I put my hand to his cheek to confirm that he was indeed real. And he was real. Feeling his handsome beard, wild but neatly trimmed beneath my fingers, proved it. You're back, I breathed. Yes, I'm back. I wasn't cold any longer. Did the internet fail you separately from what we were talking about? Is your internet screwy? Okay, so... good. Essentially, all I said was that I promised to myself and my wife that when I'm 40, I'm gonna use as many resources as I can to try to make movies. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Because I think by that time, I'll have the money and I'll have more time on my hands. We'll see if that's true, but that's my goal. Okay, window, tornado. All right, so this is a better version of the other picture. But I don't really know what it's conveying exactly. Video.
More of those rhymes.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Rhyme number 4. Solution: monster doll, egg. Crow doll, eye. Hero doll, jewelry. Everything, everywhere, all over the floor. Hell yeah, I could. Everything, everywhere, all at once. I mean, yeah, that's what some people do. That's I've seen a lot of directors. They just like work regular jobs for a long time, and then when they're like 45, that's when they just manage to put stuff together because they have like enough life experience to do it. And it's like, I think that's something that really makes sense in the long run, because the stuff that you have to buy to make a movie is like, even making YouTube videos, it's expensive. Holy shit. Oh, no. No, I don't plan on sweeping any Weinsteins under the rug. Oh, God, I gotta go pee. All right. Well, now I know that guy won't be killed with 4 shots. Oh, that's better. Okay. Yeah, I got no Weinsteins. I don't even know how to put that. I have no worry about any Weinstein situation. Maybe I'll try the hand flare. Oh, there we go.
Hey, another charm.
Is this really another coffee mug charm? Jiminy crickets. There are so many of them. Eviction notice effective immediately. The Federal Bureau of Control. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you like How to Train Your Dragon, but I am gonna go see the live action version on Thursday because I've already heard really good things about it, and I do trust DreamWorks more than I trust Disney with a live action remake, so hopefully that's good. The majority of the scenic and beloved Cauldron Lake area was fenced off, is restricted. Blah, 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 blah. Foreseeable future, shock to locals, absolute outrage, 4x4s, or four-wheelers. Feds reimburse me. Is your email hacker-proof? What is phishing, you may be asking yourself. Phishing is when someone poses a fake email address. All it takes one mistake, and your information is out there forever.
Poor thing.
She loves rubbing those deers. No, I have heard that the Cinderella remake is okay. And that was like one of the first ones to come out, but that's about it. I know the Beauty and the Beast one. Yeah. So I'm really hoping that the How to Train Your Dragon, because that's just something that's not like How to Train Your Dragon. I know it's based off a book series, but it's very original. Like doing a live action Cinderella is like, okay, there's 1,000 live action Cinderellas. Like there's a lot of them already. I don't know what we gained by you remaking the game, or not the game, you remaking the movie that you just made. Like, not just made, but 624. Okay. Yeah. That's like the Lion King one. I thought that was the stupidest. That was so stupid. It's like, I still don't really understand why they did that. I mean, it made $1 billion, so that makes sense. But aside from money, like who creatively was like, oh yeah, we're going to remake Lion King and it's just going to be like CGI. It's going to be animated, but I don't know. It's really bizarre. And then there's that sequel that's like not a remake. It's like not sequel, prequel. Okay, there's one other thing in here. Lion King 0.5. Oh yeah, because that's called the other one. Lion King 1.5. Yep, you got Lion King 0.5, Lion King 1, Lion King 1.5, Lion King 2. Alan Wake 2. Wake. Cache. Cult stash location guide. Cauldron Lake, the rental cabins. like to wash out of the view, so it's actually easier to move the camera, and that'd be pretty tricky. Leave the camera, enter camera 3. Ground. Oh, okay. It is just over here. All right. Or do I need to do this in a specific... the far side of the tree number 2? Oh. There's something over here. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's my health. Let's make some filth. Let's eat bugs. Yeah, I always get confused by... There's a treasure map that's supposed to lead you there, but I was like, this treasure map is very confusing, so I called it quits. So I looked it up, because I was not going to figure it out otherwise. But yeah, the thing about the live action ones that's so weird to me is that, like, okay, or, you know, quote unquote live action, that, like, what is the point if they added something, I guess, but most of the time they take things away from the remakes. They make them just ostensibly worse movies. Like, they cut out scenes and they cut out context that's given in the animated version. And it's just, it seems pretty silly. I suppose. I feel like they don't even, it's like they're like, okay, we have to sand it down a little bit so that, you know, parents feel comfortable bringing their kids to the movie. And it's like, you guys are Disney. You can just put anything in there. You guys put a full, like, nude woman in The Rescuers and people still went and saw that movie. Kind of a bad example because The Rescuers didn't do super well, but oh, hey, here's a page. Oh, okay, here it is. All right, nice. You didn't know about The Rescuers? Where they put, there's just a naked woman. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to be able to Google this and show it, but Rescuers naked woman. Yeah, so right here, there's just like a nude woman in the original theatrical release. Yeah, you can see it. But yeah, that's just in the background for some reason. Because animators are dirty little guys. They have dirty minds. They're little freaks. This is missing so much of that. Yeah, that was one of the only one of those that actually was true, because there was those other ones where they're like, oh, sex is written in the stars in Aladdin, and it's like, not really. I mean, maybe if you really look at it in a funny way, but like, yeah. Yeah, sort of. That's what I mean. It's like kind of real, but when you compare it to just having like a naked woman in the back, it's like, oh, oh, SFX. Yeah, that's what it is. Lion King. Okay, so I think I got everything then. So now I should be able to run and jump. Whoops. Whoops. Is this guy dead? Oh, there we go. There he is. Yeah, I saw that AI mode on the left side. I didn't know how recent that was because I try not to go on the Google site as much, but yeah, I saw that AI thing. Super cool, Google. That's what we all want. More AI. That's what the people are clamoring for. Gimme, gimme, gimme the yummy, yummy AI. Yummy in my tummy. Is Jeff Goldblum saying AI? Like, oh, it's me, Jeff Goldblum. I don't know how to do an AI version of Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, it's too bad that, I mean, I get it though. If someone was paying me like $3 million to just be in an advertisement, I don't really care what it's for. I would probably be in it. I mean, there's limits, obviously, but like, you know. Like, I wouldn't be in an ad for the Republican Party, but, you know.
Those people just burst in here and expect others to clean up after them. Those people just burst in here and expect others to clean up after them.
The last one was link to doll puzzles. Yeah, the artificial intelligence buzzword thing really really does suck. What is the reward? Shield regenerates 3A. God, I feel like I should just go get this last one. Yeah, I'll just do it. You know what? No, never mind. I'm not doing it. I say nay to that, sir. What's the share station? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I miss. The world was simpler in 2019. I will say that, man. I thought 2015 was the simplest time, but man, 2019, the gap between 2019 to 2020, it was really a lot. And then every year since it's just been a lot.
Power's out. Always a good sign. Anyone here? I'm here.
Yeah, The Rescuers isn't very good. It's really dreary and sad.
Agent Estevez? Is that you? Anderson? Did I tell you to fuck off? Looks like it's a good thing I didn't.
Oh fuck! The auditorium? You watch The Rescuers Down Under in the auditorium at your school? Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, unless it's like Australia Day or something.
Door's locked though. That leg doesn't look good.
Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
What happened here?
That's just a movie they had on hand, yeah. I loved watching movies in school.
System alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
I always thought it was really silly when, and I get it.
Have you found my partner? Agent Casey?
My mom didn't really care what movies we went to, like straight up R-rated movies when I was like 6. So, which is not good parenting, mind you. But when in school, it's like, okay, we're gonna watch an R-rated or a PG-13 rated film, so you're gonna need your parents' permission so that we can watch this in class. And it's like, oh my god.
Site of a recurring altered world event.
Yeah.
We're low on resources.
Like, and that it was usually when we were like 13 or 14. Like, we were definitely old enough to watch it on our own.
Where's Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
But yet we can watch fucking, when I was in Sunday school, it was fine to watch Passion of the Christ. Didn't need a permission slip for that.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson.
That's true.
Until the power's back on, the
yeah, I've talked about that with my wife, that if we have a kid,
here, because
I have Plex, my plan would be to create a kid's Plex. They have that option too, where it's like, okay, there's only like G-rated content, and then you can filter it even more. But like, if we give the kid an iPad, it's just gonna have stuff. That I approve of. There's not gonna be anything that I do not approve of, especially when they're like 5 or 6. Like, the amount of stuff that because I don't even think that letting your kid have an iPad or whatever is actually that bad, but letting your kid have an iPad and then having watch like, yeah, randomly generated AI slop YouTube stuff is like, that is bad. You're a bad parent if you let that specifically happen. Officials arrested cults. New York cult was detained. Cult of the Tree, Cauldron Lake. Yeah, the internet's the problem. And like, there are so many ways around the internet situation, but you just have to actually think about it beforehand. And I don't know, my wife, she does ultrasound, so she sees a lot of kids coming in there, and a lot of the times I remember she told me once that a baby, like 6 months old, was watching the mom's phone and was fully using its thumbs to like scroll, and that's like a horror story. Like, that's so fucked up. Man, I'm gonna have to go over here to put stuff away. Oh, do I have to turn around?
Leave here yet. Lots of work
Oh,
left
okay.
to do.
Yeah, literally just a nightmare, like a horrible nightmare situation. Okay, so this page, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget. Part 1, myth and ABCIJKL. Oh, is this like a... Oh my god. Okay, hold on a second here. Hate that there's just like a sucking noise going on. Okay. So let's see. I'm a... So ABCIJKL. So the first one, God, oh my God. Okay, so there's, right, ABCIJKL. Well, that doesn't make sense. If I is 9, part 2. B3. Tricksters. 9. It looks like I'm supposed to get experience of time and other new. Yeah, so I'm imagining that the code is for this, but and we have the cipher, but I don't know what book I'm supposed to reference to get the numbers here. Let's look at the case board. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. The books are 1, 2, 3, but then what's the cipher for? Because the book, that's obviously, that book 1 would be like all of the numbers counted up, but then that wouldn't work because, or all of the letters in the titles counted up, but that would be too many numbers.
The cell door won't open.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm fine with that. Okay, the authors, initials. Okay, all right. Yeah, no, I like that. Quincy. Okay, Quincy. There isn't a number associated with Q. But how many? Oh, maybe how many numbers? So I. So that would be 9. N, C. Well, then that would be 3. 0, 2. A, B, C, D, E, F. Wait, is there a gap here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh! Okay, so I need to write this out. All right, so A, B, C, D. There's J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Q would be 7. B is 2. And then 3 is 3. All right, let's see if that works. I was thinking too literally with the cipher. Hey! All right, yeah, you were right on with the initials. I just needed to write down the rest of the letters of the alphabet. Okay, where the hell is a save point? Is there really not one in here? That's fucked up. I want that shotgun.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency?
Sometimes the
Driving is a
bathrooms
big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner.
have it, and
look for a
sometimes
fuse
they
to
don't.
replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Where is the...
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in.
Casey, where are you, man?
Anderson,
Oh, there you are.
like what I've done with the place?
I can't believe he's still alive.
Funny.
Stay put, Casey. How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new
Merely a
friends, huh?
flesh wound.
I'm
Your
glad.
arm is cut off.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
What happened at the hotel?
Excuse me.
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. The thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
She's not gone. He's just affected by the story.
Story too.
Yep.
I'm fighting for them all now. I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it.
It is so unsettling because my name is Logan, and it.
Just remember.
It just.
Some things in life
It's really fucking with me.
with the light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
I'll take care of it.
And, oh, I suppose it's a key item. It doesn't matter if I don't have the amount. Okay. That's why I'm like, well, how am I gonna fit the whatchamacallit into my inventory? And it's like, doesn't matter because you got key items don't take up inventory room, which is really nice, but I also wish that I had the shoebox because literally I can't take like any of this stuff. More ammunition, but ugh on a bug on a rug. Okay, let's see. Maintenance, maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. There is a save in here. All right. Let's put this away for a second. Okay. Now I'm gonna go grab a whole bunch of stuff. Well, I guess I'll start off with the shotgun. Yeah, so is this a more powerful shotgun?
I'm sure Sheriff Braco wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Find the pump action shotgun. 36.8% of players solved the riddle. Oh, it can have 6 bullets in it. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, yeah, I need to put this other shotgun away then. Is that all the room in my inventory? Oh no, I still have one thing left. Alright. I'm assuming I'm getting pretty close to the end. Since literally I have so much ammunition. Literally, I have so much ammunition. This is merely Act 1. That'd be pretty fucked up. If you told me that this is merely Act 1 in the larger story, like Shenmue style, I would absolutely believe you. Can I get rid of charms? Okay. We'll discard this. The bow gun, it's fine, but really not my favorite. Okay. That's messed up. I can't get rid of charms. Oh, God. I really backed myself into a corner there. Suppose maybe they don't think that you're going to grab every single one of the charms. Whoopsies.
Another locked box.
Is this how many lines there are? 1, 3, 4, 1, 4. 1, 4, 6. Yeah, okay. All right, that was a really easy one. Which I appreciate. Beware the cult of the tree. Beware! Ooh. Oh, I didn't want to close the door. Like how all these doors open both ways. Okay. I'm just gonna have to get rid of a couple of those. And these rocket flares can only... Okay. Okay, and I don't have the rifle, I have the pump action shotgun. How do I upgrade my inventory? It's driving me nuts. What is another show that you love that got canceled? Stugo? I don't know if I know that one. Stugo. Oh yeah, had not heard of it. That's really too bad. Inventory expansion. Well, that's Disney for you. Literally shooting stuff in the foot as soon as they can. I think that's the one I did get. God, did I just miss all three of these? I really should have looked this up beforehand. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What was I doing? Oh, shoot, it's 9 p.m. For some reason I thought it was 8. And I'm like, oh, okay. I've been playing for 2.5 hours. Yeah, Disney is really strange. I can never, and I know it's because there's just a ton of people who work at Disney. So like some people are very passionate, some people are just about money. Some, you know, it just seems to be random with what show will be giant and they'll give 5, 6 seasons to, and which ones will be like, maybe a season will do. And then they won't show up on Disney Plus either, and that is even more bizarre. Like, did Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls, I thought, left Disney Plus.
Right.
But maybe I'm wrong. I know a lot of them got kicked off of HBO. which is now called HBO Max again, and it's no longer just called Max, which is very funny. Yeah, that's true. Nowhere to run. Disney owns everything. Ha 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 ha. Oh no. Not good. Linking cult to wake.
Makes sense.
Maybe not. No, I don't think that I did. Hold the fire button, activate auto fire, stand still. Aim steadily at a target to drastically reduce kickback and minimize pellet spread for increased damage. Move faster while aiming. What are the other ones? Because I'm not going to use the bow gun. I don't really care about that. This kind of sucks because but activate auto fire mode. Yeah, I think this will be the ideal one.
Rush toward her, but Saga remained where she was.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So they. That's crazy. Didn't they merge like 3 years ago? Am I or?
Until the very last moment.
This is all Zavslav's fault. I mean, there should be breakup in the corporate landscape, but I don't know. Man. I'll just discard all of these. Zaslav. Yeah, of course. Of course he is. That fucking dog shit, piece of shit motherfucker. Yeah, I don't... Well, and it's like... It's so funny, too, because the fans now know that Zaslav is to blame for a whole bunch of stuff. So it's weird that they wouldn't try to get him out of the face of the company. Like, if I was a different executive, it's like the Elon Musk situation where it's like, hey, can somebody get him to stop appearing in public so that we can, like, increase our shareholder, you know, our shares? Because, like, why are we just letting him go out and about? Man, I really had to get that all... Okay. Alright, so where was I actually trying to go? The breaker box over here? Oh no, that's just where I need electricity. Okay. But yeah, it seems incredibly stupid to have someone who is notoriously terrible and has been making bad decisions for the company From what I can tell, it doesn't... I mean, I guess I haven't dug into the reports, but I can't imagine all of this buyouts and sellouts and buyouts and sellouts over and over again is doing anything good for the company's stock price or its reputation, like, which are tied together, but... Like, if I was a major shareholder, I would be upset that they changed the name and then changed the name back. Like, I would be calling for someone to, you know, get chopped. A major executive, Mr. Zaslav. Why is he floating like that? Oh yeah, I was talking about just fired, but you know, fired out of a cannon would work too.
Situation is under control, Estevez.
And firing someone out of a cannon doesn't necessarily mean that they would pass away. They just, you know, maybe they have a little fun, get fired out of a cannon, straight into the ocean. But again, it's like, this is what's so weird, because, like, I shouldn't know his name. Like, that should be something that, like, I absolutely shouldn't know. But, like, the fact that I do, and a bunch of people do, is, like, I just think that is so embarrassing for your company. Because it's like, I couldn't name the CEO of, I don't know, Sony Pictures. Because, like, why would I know that? It's like how I know the director of Borderlands is Randy Pitchford. Because he did some really weird stuff. That's for sure. And that's why I know who that is. Did you ever hear about the Randy Pitchford stuff, Liddy? This is like, it's not really like a deep internet thing, but it was a bigger story like 3, 4, 5 years ago. Where Randy Pitchford, the director of Gearbox, yeah, okay, yeah, you know, yeah, the flash drive. And he's like, it was for me, she's doing a magic trick. Which is the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Anderson, over here, behind the counter. Got a little cramped in that closet.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the cult of the tree. Don't let your guard down.
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
What's at the lake house?
It's a bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station was lost, taken by the shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
Wish me luck.
According to the luck and probability department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
Man, I love Control. Alright, let's see. The game Control.
Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga. You fucking shot me. Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out! You can't stop it, none of you can. We can take
Oh, that's super fun.
preparing for you have it.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming.
Especially Pendleton Ward. He's a fun guy. I know Rebecca Sugar.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child.
I don't know if Rebecca Sugar is actually problematic at all, but I remember people said some weird stuff about her, but I don't know if any of that actually mattered, I guess.
I have the clicker.
Tartovsky is an amazing animator.
You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes.
I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry.
I watched his other show, I mean, I've seen Samurai Jack, but, Primal, I think? Okay.
There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy
Yeah, Primal is one of the most devastating shows. Oh, wow, he's dead as hell. Oh boy. Well, I don't think Primal will ever get a season 2, but he might sell the rights to a Russian company and then it can never be on streaming again.
It's Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped.
Fuck.
The light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here. But you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator fuse.
Okay, how do I do that? How do I stun him? Alright, can I stun him? Oh shit, do I have to hold it? Fuck!
Too fast.
It got a season. What? How did Primal get a season 2? Oh, no, okay, yes. A season 1 and season 2 I did watch. Okay. But yeah, season 3 then. I guess that would be the question. It got a season 3? Or it's renewed? That's not, how does it? Oh, it's an anthology. Okay, they're gonna make it not follow the main story. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say, I'm like, how in the world?
Got one.
2 more to go.
Okay, that didn't do anything. Okay, I would have prepped a little differently had I known.
Another core activated.
Only one left. Doing great.
I've heard really good things about Scavenger's Reign. I have not watched it yet. And I do still have to give Hazbin Hotel another try.
Scratcher's here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Oh, man, yeah, that does drop off 39%. Yeah, that's why original media is so important. Like, Sinners is such a good movie, and it's original, and it's like...
Scratches wakes double. He tricked us. He only
So
got the
good.
clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show.
Muto.
So,
Mudo.
what's the plan?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me. What does he want from me? No. I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful.
My mind
Too
place,
powerful.
not yours.
Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker. I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Absolutely. Like, people who make... There's directors who are stuck in that cycle, too, where before it used to be like, okay, 2 for you, 1 for me. 2 for you, 1 for me. But now it's like, you can do 7 or 10 for us, and then we'll see, maybe we'll give you $1 million to make a movie. Even though you've collectively made over, like, 30 billion for us.
Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Maybe he always was.
Can you fit it into a Toy Story sequel? More than 5 episodes for a season.
FBC usually handles stuff like this, right?
Yeah, nice and trim.
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen,
Gay!
you're better off without her. I know I am.
It's
So
Pride Month, baby.
The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
One more thing, the lake house. I didn't give you all the details earlier, but now that you're part of the team, I can really let loose. Misery loves company.
What happened at the lake house?
Oh, not yet.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, oh, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Okay. Can I leave or am I blocked off again?
This is the kind of case my ex hated.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get the increase on the inventory. Right calls. Need at least one more expansion.
Before Deerfest. Maybe I should just stay here for the night and make sure no harm comes to creation. I'm sure it'll be fine. What do you know? You're just an apprentice. You have no idea the pressures of professional...
There's another cult stash.
Got time to play. I need this expansion. Please, please give it to me. There we go. There we go. other stuff here. Yeah. All right, now I feel comfortable going forward. Yeah, not having missed 2 whole rows of inventory, and like if there's a boss that's coming up, I'm gonna need as much ammo and healing as I can get. I mean, even the scratch situation ended up being pretty bad. I feel like I got my ass kicked.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch?
Mr. Wake, you've been taken to FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask if there's anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel, anything we may need to know. There's a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Yes, you mentioned the dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art. Blah, 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 blah. We all are well aware. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Blah, 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 blah. We're not expletive listening to me. Okay.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Very edgy. Redacted and redacted, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Yeager in Bright Falls at the time. Yeager is a former actress and Bright Falls resident. Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake in 1970. Research staff has concluded that Yeager's appearance is likely a case of the shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are the shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. The shadow can manifest it as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. What's up, Switch?
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
Yes, we did know that. Yeah, AWE there.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitnesses' accounts suggest the item possesses the ability to alter reality. Blah, 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 blah. After recovering, have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Yeager, likely a physical manifestation. Flicking the switch, the item is confirmed to have been used in 2010. Okay.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Oh. No, my battery's low. 100 hours. Oh, yeah. See? You went head first back into oblivion. Definitely a good game to sort of lose yourself in.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense. I never did any of these things. It's like some bad soap opera version of my life.
I don't remember if you did. But that's exciting. Did you already buy it? Okay, that's good. Yeah, he beat me to it. It's only $450. You could buy a Switch 2 for that price, and I already know that you have enough storage, but you know what? You do what you want. That is so fucking funny. You know you can delete things, right? Yeah, I knew that was coming. I don't want to delete.
To know what information I can still trust.
It's so funny. Just give me 40 terabytes. You can always just get a PC. I mean, you have a PC, and well, I suppose you have a laptop, right, that you use. That is a little harder to upgrade storage. Yeah.
Told me the clicker.
Yeah, and most motherboards only do have a couple M.2 slots, so
how can I trust anything he said?
The artist
there are those M.2 expansion cards, which is pretty sick, but I suppose the thing that you'd want to do is build a server that you could access things on remotely, but
what Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true.
Are you through chapter 3? Or are you because you said, I know you said you were going back and forth, writing some stuff down and getting the whole thing figured out. You're mid 4. Okay. Well, that's a really good amount of time, especially for, yeah, that's pretty sick.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the lights.
Are you finding some fun secrets?
Maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do. What happened at the lake house?
Right.
Hell yeah.
You've seen firsthand how complicated and messy the FBC's cases are. But this story should help you learn that things can always get weirder.
All right, there's another DLC that we're just gonna jump straight into. It's interesting how the DLC is woven into the primary story. When, like, if you would have played this at launch, you wouldn't have had access to that.
1970, 6, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmonts. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
These poor people trying to deal with these paranatural activities. The Lake House.
Agent Kieran Estevez requesting entry. I don't have time for this. This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Roger that.
The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Boop, boop.
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Okay, well, it was definitely going in the report.
Boating, use the water for redacted purposes, water skiing, blank in the water, paddle birding. These activities could result in an estimated percent of cases, blah, 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 redacted, redacted, redacted. It's just like the Epstein report. A recent security operations was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls in Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. The following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. Local public appears to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to volcanic gases. However, there is a specific rumor among the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists taking people for experimentation. This rumor seems particularly popular among the local youth. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity or possible even aggression. It is possible that this is even the reason for the lake house's security breach back at Redacted. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. If the rumors continue, disseminating a cover story may be required, perhaps even fabricated signage for an American Volcano Commission type institution. Dr. Marmot here to remind you to put in 100% effort today. Ba, 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 ba. On-site observation teams report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of Director Trench, management team, and all other personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initialization remains unknown. Okay. So yeah, this is all sort of taking place concurrently with Control. All right. That's good to know.
That bodes well.
Because I was going to say, I thought Jesse would be around, but...
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is...
Marmont?
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing our...
We run a flagship here at the Lake House. So, always remember the stream, set, safety, security, and censorship.
See?
That is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid, wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you.
It's locked. Yeah, that seems healthy.
Beep.
Access denied.
Shit. Is there an access? So that's how this was all allowed to take place, because HQ got dark. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. Estimated 40 to 100% success. Subject is subject to class 2.
Head down.
Okay.
Changing passwords, huh?
Your passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. A permanent set of digits at the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Okay, so that's definitely 23. (230914) or 38. Okay, hold on. Frequency. 38. (38) 2314.
Nope. Damn it.
September 14th, 2023. Daily. 0914. 380914.
That's not right. Come
on. Okay. So it has to do something with the day. Age of 38. I might need to look this up. Unless there's something else over here. July 18th. 380718. 380718.
Nope.
Oh, wait. 071838. Ah, okay. Oh, man. I was really, really wrecking the brain there. Okay. Unlock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve our facility security if you leave your computer open. Project Albertus is officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Ramnus, and they're shared research materials, so could I release them? So does Wednesday work? Go fuck yourself, Jules. I apologize for the difficulty my wife is presenting. Harry, I believe she's suggesting that I would take her project's budget. An unfair and preposterous accusation that I am confident you understand that I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. Okay. Whew. Man. That's my fault for not reading. For not reading It Is Not the Day.
This should come in handy.
Not the current day.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevesu team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to... Oh, shit!
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Belay that order. Where's the fucking elevator? Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake is not smart.
Okay. So they're doing experiments with the nursery rhymes, yep, and then painting. So they're having someone paint to try to open up a portal between this world and the dark world? Okay. Well, yeah, obviously that's stupid. So that's what caused this whole mess. Oh. I mean, I can't believe the DLC is like... And I know there's more DLC too, so one's gonna maybe go a little longer than I thought it would.
Dr. Darling. Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power.
Bit of a maze. Let's take a look. Yeah. It's over here.
Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Pick up power core. Line power core with the receiving socket. Insert power core. Okay. Where do I get a power core? Looks like a power core.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Can't open it from the side. Jules' key card.
Went missing. I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office. Weapons test using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send schematics to offsite teams. Could lead to a transfer out of the shithole. Need to think of more application of black rock now that I have some. There's a researcher at the OH who has a ton of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name. I probably don't remember their name either.
I wish they'd make these things lighter. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
Oh. Fault in the system. 13% of players. It looks like a lot of peeps just did not do the DLC. Okay, so the power's on. What the fuck? Okay, that didn't do anything. Okay. What's the plan here then?
Were those things? Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold.
Where am I? What is that? If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 paintings used corrode.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Fire in his eyes and hands and mouth.
You need to cease all hostility right now.
Okay.
Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Painting production, holding an observation, page development, research archives, threshold experiment. Okay. Can't believe they have a whole sublevel just for painting exercises. Okay, the automated typing device will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known para-utilitarian, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency of Mr. Wake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ADDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility, this is the most basic of a criteria, must use language to develop stories in an understandable and organic way. Style, the page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake House possession as reference. Tone, content. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they could produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we'll provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. Oh, you fucking idiots. Are you serious? It's really not supposed to be, as far as I'm aware, of what the Federal Bureau of Control's really... It's just supposed to contain stuff. Not trying to fucking work with it.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. And Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into the...
Okay.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting
What?
succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake.
You're talking about those AI photos that you weirdly produced?
It's been a clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
Not after the years of work I put into this research.
I don't have anything funny to say to that. I feel like if I agree with that specific one, then things are just gonna get weird. That wasn't my ass I sent you. My day was pretty good. Traffic was pretty awful, leaving work, but I don't know, it was a pretty solid day. Just really not a lot going on. No, just going through Alan Wake 2. This has been half my day, honestly. So how has your day been? How has Oblivion been feeling? Born in New York, New York. Currently resides in New York, New York.
The truth was controlled here. It was not art, just content for the experiment.
I mean, there's a lot of Oblivion. The game is huge.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went back.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is.
Yeah, I thought you put in you put in 10 more hours and there's still that much. Ooh.
Mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news. Need a higher clearance keycard.
One million typewriters writing all the time will eventually produce the works of Shakespeare, said someone who, like, that's not how probability works. It's like such a funny thing to say that, like, oh, you give monkeys enough typewriters and they'll eventually write the works of Shakespeare. And it's like, why would that happen? One, monkeys don't press on typewriters. They might press a couple buttons and then get distracted. Two, even if they were to just keep randomly pressing buttons, it would take them probably more time than there is in the universe to get even a sentence worth.
Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Like, if you think of permutations and combinations, it's like it is impossible for that to happen. trying to get the same typewriter that Alan Wake used so they could... No? Oh, and you know he's gonna pop back in one day. Could be today, could be 3 weeks from now, but he'll pop in, say something absolutely insane, and then leave. My mom broke up with me again. My mom told me to leave. I told her about what happened with that girl that I flew out to, and she said, "Damn, bro, you ain't got no riz. Get the fuck out of my house." Damn, Plaz, your aura's sus.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence usually observes the law of 3.
Oh yeah, okay.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting.
Sis. Okay, so uh-oh.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
God damn. You know I got that good board game. They call me Mr. Also, a board game implies that there is a board, like a physical board available. It's a Flash, it's a PowerPoint game at best.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
Maybe. Alright, save. What time is it? Yeah, okay. Let's see. See if I can get past this last loop.
What is that?
Well, that's hurting my head. Huh. What? Where am I at? Okay, there's no power.
Ugh, locked.
Of course.
Another way in.
Okay. I don't know where the power cell is for the core. Oh, there it is. Um... Hmm. Okay, and I can't set this down. Oh. Oh, they just need to be swapped? Okay.
Huh. Controllable shifting phenomena.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You again. Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Mormons cloning his head.
Okay.
You said Marmonts before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery.
Tell me where they are. Christ.
God, every time.
It's fixated on the Marmonts. What did they do?
Access denied. Access denied.
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Yeah.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Okay, I think I gotta call it. I gotta go to bed. I'm really losing it. Well, thanks for joining, Liddy and Switch. I am probably be another few sessions before I finish Quake 2, but good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams. Don't let the Bone Stealer steal your bones.